Today's message is real simple. You need to stop overthinking everything. I'm going to say that one more time. You need to stop overthinking everything. Stop thinking that everything needs to be perfect. Stop thinking that everything is going to go wrong once you do this, once you take that leap of faith, once you jump. No. You got to have faith. You got to trust in not just yourself, but a higher source. You got to go out there, have a positive mindset. You got to try. Don't let anything stop you. See, you're waiting for somebody to tell you that it's going to be all right, that you can jump, that when you jump, that it's going to be a safe landing. But no, the real world is animalistic. The real world will eat you alive if you think that you got to wait for everything to just go your way. No. You can't be sitting around waiting. You can't just think, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it the next day. Nah, you made that promise to yourself that you're going to do it. You're going to do it right now. You made that promise that you're going to do it today. You need to stop breaking promises with yourself. See, that's how you lack faith. That's why you lack confidence in yourself. It's because every single time that you say that you're going to go out and do something, you keep stopping yourself. You keep thinking that the weather has to be perfect. You still keep thinking that, what if they make fun of me? Oh, what if they judge me? Oh, I got to find somewhere. Oh, no. No, man, fuck that. You got to go out there and do your fucking shit. You got to know that not everything is going to come in an instant. You got to put in that work. You got to grind. You got to go out there, sacrifice. Hard work beats anything else. See, some people might get lucky. Some people might be born into wealth, but no, not you. You can't change that. You can't change the way that you were raised. No, you can't change what happened to you when you were 16, when you were 15. All that shit happened to you and it's in the past. So let it be in the past. You got to keep going. You got to hustle. You got to grind. You got to know that everything is going to be okay in the end. See, you don't need to get a perfect shot. I just need to record this audio. What if the sun's in my face like right now? What if it's not a perfect shot? But I'm still trying. I'm still trying. And that's what you got to do. You got to go out there. You got to try. Fuck if the demons try to get to you, man. Fuck if the people, the naysayers, fuck all of them. Fuck the haters. Because they're not doing what you would want to do. They're not doing shit that you would do. You're going out every day making sure that you hustle, that you grind, that you make sure that everything that you want becomes reality. You're making sure that your dream stays alive. And that's what matters. Keep hustling, keep going after it. There's not going to be a time or a place or even a person that can tell you that you're ready other than yourself. Only you know that you are ready. And even then, if you can't tell yourself that you're ready, fuck it anyways. Go after it. All you got to do is start. See, the one thing that I learned about starting my business at 16 years old, I didn't know shit about business. I didn't know how to go about getting my first client, how to do email marketing. I didn't know none of that shit. I didn't know website design, SEO. I didn't know none of that. All I knew is that I had a passion, I had a dream, and I wanted to make it come to life. So I did it. I started. And if I never started, if I kept waiting around for somebody to teach me that, hey, this is what you got to do. Hey, these are the secrets. No, that shit would have never helped me. That shit would actually probably give me a crutch. Since I didn't have the knowledge, since I didn't have the experience, since I didn't have any tools around me, I had to get resourceful. I had to learn to use what was around me at that given moment. I had to learn that I'm going to have to take the time, the effort, and the determination to make this happen. And because I learned all of those things, it's what made me successful in throwing my events. It's why I can have an event and have 200-300 people pop out. People are always surprised. I remember the first time I threw one of my events, I had a customer complaint, and this lady, I remember because it was one of my biggest events. It was when I first started out. I had booked about 20 food vendors, and for an event that's only 150 to 200 people, that's nowhere or I should say that's way too many vendors, and I didn't know that at that time. So this lady ended up getting very frustrated with me. She asked to see the owner of the business, and well, who was it? The person she was speaking to. And I remember that feeling inside of me like, oh, I fucked up. Like, oh, I can never recover from this. People are going to hate me. You know, she's going to tell everybody I'm going to get a bad rep. And none of that happened. I gave her her money back. I gave her a refund. I let her know, like, hey, this is the situation. I do apologize, but I'm going to take this as a learning lesson to improve myself. And that's what you got to do. You can't be afraid of your mistakes. Own them. Because the more that you're afraid, the more you're running from your own mistakes, the longer it's going to take you to learn. And why are you going to want to take so long to learn how to succeed? You said that you want to make this happen. You said that you want to make your dreams a reality. You said you want to start your business. So why are you going to take so long to learn how to do it? The only way for you to learn, simply put it, is through mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Like, think about this. Imagine you were the best musician of your time. And everybody around the known areas knew your name and wanted to see you play. But you didn't even know what your own music sounded like. Would you still play? Would you still play? Would you still play knowing that even though that you can't hear it, even though that you can't see it or believe in what's going on, that you have a purpose because the world is showing you and they're responding to you in a positive manner that you have a purpose? And for anybody, fun fact, that did happen to someone. Greatest pianist there ever was. So search it up. So stop trying to just hold back what you know you should be doing and what should be out there. Stop holding it back. Give the world your true gifts. Give the world something to remember you by. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let yourself stop you, because nobody knows what you're capable of other than yourself. And that might sound very condescending and very, very just like everyone says it, but it's true. No one can give you the confidence. No one knows when you're ready. No one knows what you can do other than yourself. And sometimes we hold ourselves to a limitation that is no longer true. Some of us believe that we're still addicts to certain things. Some people believe that just because they started a certain hobby, that is still them as a person, but it's not. They know deep down that they grew as a person, but the world still wants them. Their friend still wants them to do that same exact thing, but it's not them anymore. So, you got to go out there. You got to hustle. You got to grind. You can't let nobody stop you. Peace.